Hey guys, my name's Gemma, welcome to my channel. If you're here you probably have read my blog or at least know who I am, and if you've just kind of found me randomly this little life update probably, well, it may not interest you. I just thought I would do a video instead of doing a blog post because I thought, well, I'm probably going to ramble anyway and it's going to be incoherent, so a video might be easier. I apologise for my appearance, I'm really pale, I can explain that. My hair is crap, I can explain that too. Yeah, and this is probably the first time I've had makeup on in a while. So yeah, so my life update. Yeah, as you can probably tell from the title, I have cancer. Yay! Not so fun. Not really what you want when you're only 29, well, nearly 30, but certainly not what you want into your 30s with cancer. So I have Hodgkin's lymphoma. It's stage 2A, which it goes to 4. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Stage 1 is the kind of lightest form, I assume, and 1 and 2 are both above the diaphragm. And then 3 and 4 means going below the diaphragm. So I'm at stage 2A, and I've been receiving chemotherapy. I've had 2 lots so far, which only means one cycle rather, not one round, one cycle. But yeah, I'll kind of give you a kind of rundown of how I discovered I had cancer, what's been happening, where I've been, why I've not been blogging, why I've kind of been putting a lot of chemotherapy posts up on Instagram and things like that. So yeah, I found a lump just here. You might be able to see a scar here. I found a lump probably about September, maybe end of August, start of September, and it was just a kind of, this is going to sound terrible, it was just a kind of squishy lump, and I didn't think too much of it, to be honest. I had started exercising recently, and if I'm really honest with you, I thought I'd just done something to myself with weights. Honestly, I really thought I'd been lifting weights awkwardly, and that I was kind of swearing there that I'd done something to my shoulder. So I left it, and it would kind of go away and it would come back, but I still left it, and we were moving in October, so it really wasn't my first thought. I was just thinking about getting out of the flat and moving into our house. It was all very exciting. It was our first kind of house together, so big deal. And then once we kind of settled in a bit, I was like, right, okay, this is not a squishy lump anymore. Sorry for saying squishy, sorry for saying it again. It had gone hard, so it was a hard lump. And I said to my husband, I was like, right, okay, this lump has gone hard. I'm quite concerned, because you Google everything and you see cancer. And he was like, yeah, that's not right. So after a very long wait to get to my GP, I went to the GP, and he decided to run blood tests, and he decided to send me for an ultrasound. And at the time, it's been a really rough couple of years. At the time I was on antidepressants, so I ended up going back to a different GP after I'd had my bloods done, and asked for some more of my antidepressants, and the GP there gave me my blood results, and he was like, right, okay, I'm going to send you to a specialist. So I never went back to the first GP, who had really wanted me to go back to him and have a discussion, I don't know. So I ended up going back, I ended up going to the specialist, who I really thought I was going in for a chat, and I have what my sister calls white coat syndrome, and I am terrible. I will pass out almost immediately, like in a kind of any situation where someone's coming towards me with a needle, or if I start getting panicky in like a hospital waiting room or something like that, I get dizzy. So I thought it was for a chat with this lovely specialist who was lovely. His name was Mr. Townsley. He was very, very nice. I assume he still is nice, but he was nice to me. And he used a kind of little aspiration needle to take a biopsy, a very small biopsy. And he put a camera up my nose, which I was more concerned for him, to be honest, than me. No one wants to look up anybody's nose, but yeah. And then he took more bloods. So I did faint, that was fun. And he decided to send me for a CT scan. So I came home and chilled out a little bit, cried a little bit because I was worried. And then CT scan came around. They put a fun cannula in and they give you this kind of dye that to help them see what's going on, but it makes you feel like you feed yourself. It's really, really great. So they did a CT scan of the kind of top half of my body, and then he phoned me and he said, okay, we're going to need another biopsy. We're going to do it with an ultrasound this time, just to see what's going on. So they did another biopsy with a bigger needle, but this time they at least gave me anaesthetic. And they thought, right, okay, we'll kind of see what this is. So it took a while to get the results for that, and then eventually I did get the results, and he was like, okay, I'm really sorry, it's classical Hodgkin's lymphoma, that's what we suspect. I'm going to need to take another biopsy to just double check. So that was fun. So I had to go in for proper surgery, hence the scar here, and he kind of whacked out the lump, but it was a whole lymph node. And then sent that way for testing, and then I got to go back in and I was like, why am I going back in? And it was just to confirm it was definitely Hodgkin's lymphoma. So after that I ended up having a PET scan just to check it hadn't gone below the diaphragm, and I also had another CT scan and a whole bunch of tests to, you know, check that I was healthy for chemotherapy. Apparently my lungs are a bit funny. I have another test for that next week. It's great fun. So I have started ABVD chemotherapy. So that's the type of chemotherapy I'm on. It's 4 chemotherapy drugs, A, B, V and D. Couldn't tell you what they all stand for. I can find out. I just sit there honestly and just let them do it. So this is kind of the normal treatment for Hodgkin's lymphoma. They usually start with the ABVD. I have to have 6 cycles, which is 12 treatments, so there are 2 treatments per cycle, and this will go on for 6 months, so I've had 2 already, so I've got 1 cycle under my belt, only 5 more cycles to go, so 10 more treatments to go. I should be done end of August, everything going well. I have a PET scan again after my 4th treatment, just to double check that you know, it's working and, you know, everything's going well, because if it isn't, we have to change up the treatment, or, you know, if it is working, they drop the B from the ABVD, which means I will only have 3 chemotherapy drugs, which will cut an hour off the time that I have to be in the hospital, so fingers crossed. Not only for, you know, my health, but it will be good to, it takes 4.5 hours if I'm lucky, so it's not the best fun. But yeah, my hair. So if you recognise me, you'll know my hair used to be super long. Well, not super long, but long. So I've cut it into a kind of bob that I hate. I do not suit this. I do not have the face for it. I have too many chins and just too pale. I can't rock the bob, let's put it that way. I've put half of it up to try and make it look a little bit better. It doesn't help. So they recommend that you cut your hair shorter if you've got long hair when you're having chemotherapy. I will lose my hair through this chemotherapy. I believe it is the kind of D drug, whatever that's called. Sounds a bit dodgy, doesn't it? That will make me lose my hair. It seems to be holding on now, but you know, I think it starts after about a month, so we'll see how we are in the next couple of weeks. I do have a wig, which I love. I am obsessed with my wig. It is cooler than my hair has ever been. I literally, when my hair grows back, I'm getting it dyed the colour of the wig because I love it. You might see me in future videos with my wig, even if I still have my hair, because this is just not working for me. I know it sounds really silly, I have cancer and it's kind of being like really vain and worrying about what I look like, but it really does get you down. I think the most I cried was when I cut my hair short and I was just like, I just don't feel like myself and I'm not going to be myself for 5 months. It really hit home. It was a really sad moment. But yeah, so I also can't wear any fake tans, so that's why I'm paler than pale. I'm probably blending into the background. I should apologise for the light, this won't help because I've only got the kind of doors out there to shine light through, and that won't be helping my pale skin. I probably look like Casper, which is great for chemotherapy patients. Like, could you look paler? I'll be fab when I'm bald, I really will. Side effects, I suppose, that's something to mention. I've been feeling a bit sick, not really very sick, I've not been sick. I had a bit of stomach cramping. All these things are apparently normal. The day I get my chemotherapy done, I get a killer headache. But that's been it so far, and long may that continue because, you know, I think hopefully if you like this video, maybe videos can be something I can do to keep my spirits up. It does get very, very boring sitting in the house, not really being able to go out because you can't really risk infection when your white blood cell count is so low. I do get a bit down, but I mean, end of August, I'm cancer free. Fingers crossed I can go on an epic holiday, that would be amazing. I can go back out, have a glass of wine, and all my friends and family have been absolutely amazing. Some of you will know that I lost my mum 2 years ago, so that's been really tough. But everyone's rallied round and it's just been the best support I could have ever wished for. So it's hard to get down when you have so many people thinking of you and texting you and making sure you're okay and just, you know, checking in on you. And also I have 2 mental dogs who take up a lot of my time. One of them's been kind of walking about the floor here and desperate for attention, but he's realised he's just, you know, gonna have to wait a couple of minutes. So yeah, I'm sorry this was very rambly, probably spoke too fast, probably wasn't the greatest update, but it will do for a first video, and it will do for, you know, letting you guys know exactly what's sort of been going on and why I've been a bit quiet. So yeah, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in my next video, which hopefully won't be cancer related. Okay, bye guys, thanks.